Hello friends, welcome to our next video about a very important tool in the field of CAE, which is LS-DYNA. Okay. I'm using LS-DYNA since last 16 years now, and it's been a wonderful journey from that time, and it actually dates back to 1973 or 74, when Dyna 3D actually started its journey towards becoming a dominant tool in vehicle crashworthiness space. So the topic today is very specific. Okay, the topic today, I'll just read name of the topic. Why I'm going to discuss this, because I got tons of questions about vehicle crashworthiness from a very specific group, and that group is SAE BAHA participants. Okay, so why SAE BAHA participants must learn LS-DYNA. Okay, and we are going to discuss top 7 reasons. How many? Top 7 reasons we are going to discuss why SAE BAHA participants must learn LS-DYNA. Okay, so let's dive in. The first reason, let me share my screen, guys. Yeah, there you go. Yep. So top 7 reasons why SAE BAHA specific, very specific, I'm going there. Participants must learn LS-DYNA. The first reason is, since last 45 years, okay, it is a dominant tool for crashworthiness studies. Now this is, you may think, what's so big about 45 years? Imagine, guys, 1 megabyte of storage was a big storage back then. Okay, gigabyte was not there in picture, right? And that is the reason the computational capabilities of LS-DYNA back then were so phenomenal, and it is specific to crashworthiness. It was designed to be a crashworthiness solver. It was never designed to be just another solver, which is a derivative of a defense project, okay, like Nastran. So LS-DYNA was very specific. It was developed by the LSTC team, Livermore Software Technology Corporation. Back then it was a university project. So John Hallquist is the brain behind this creation. Okay, so it is a dominant tool. Now, when it comes to, let's imagine any kind of a CAE tool. Let's talk about CAE. Any kind of a CAE tool. Why these 45 years are important? Let me be very specific. The 45 years are not just about developing a code. It is also about correlation with the physical test. Are you with me, guys? CAE cannot make leaps forward if it is not getting correlated with the physical test results. Nobody will buy a CAE tool if I'm not getting certain percentage of CAE correlation. And that is extremely important, a huge data which LS-DYNA has, and they have incorporated in their material models, in their control cards, in their contacts, in their database cards. All this is being incorporated in LS-DYNA. Okay, so this is power of number of years invested by many companies. It's Daimler, it's Honda, it's Toyota, it's not Nissan is using Pancrash, but many of the electric companies in very recent past, like Tesla, they are collaborating with LS-DYNA to make sure correlation is up to the mark. Okay, that is the first reason. Now, why I am talking very specific to these guys, SAE BAHA guys. The point here is, you guys are only considering static loading case in event of this kind of a competition. Okay, and it's going to be an over design most of the time, because we convert a dynamic load into a static equivalent and then we apply a load. The first thing is, anyone who is entering into this SAE BAHA competition as a team, is actually an automotive enthusiast. Type in agree if you agree in the comment box, right? So if you are an automotive enthusiast, you can just type in agree in the YouTube or LinkedIn comment box. Okay, that's first thing. The second important thing is you must be leveraging your SAE Baha competition days or years, whatever you have invested, to get a respectable job. Okay, that's why I'm focusing on these guys or this group of people. Okay, so let's come to reason 2. Reason 1, you understood that it's kind of a legacy tool. Okay, it's like Word, Excel, PowerPoint for crashworthiness in automotive. Okay, so you cannot just ignore it. You will have to go through it for sure. Okay, so for example, yeah, I'm sorry. So let's go to the second point, which is reason number 2. Okay, participation. I touched upon this point, but let's just elaborate. Participation of OEMs in developing the tool. Okay, so it's as I said, it's not just a software. Okay, it is important that vehicle companies, OEMs are participating in giving back data to LSTC so that they can optimize their code. Okay, we touched upon this. So all of them participated. Daimler participated in a huge way. All OEMs from US are dominantly using LS-DYNA. All OEMs from Europe except Renault Nissan. Nissan is of course not European, but they have an alliance. So Renault, Nissan and Volkswagen, they are not using LS-DYNA. But other than that, every single electric vehicle company is using LS-DYNA for their crashworthiness studies. Okay, including Tesla, including Arrival, including everyone who is leader in their own EV space. Fine. Let's come to reason number 3. Okay, and reason number 3 is massive amount of job opportunities. Why? Because 95% of the OEMs are using LS-DYNA. Okay, it's very clear that if an OEM uses LS-DYNA, tier 1 uses LS-DYNA, tier 2 uses LS-DYNA, right? So it percolates. If 95% of the OEMs are using LS-DYNA, of course there will be a huge number of tier 1 and tier 2 suppliers which will be using LS-DYNA. So there are massive job opportunities for right candidates. I'm not talking about meshing. I'm not talking about model preparation. I'm talking about LS-DYNA. I'm talking about simulation. I'm talking about solution providing. Okay, now let's come to the reason number 4, which is 100% of EV companies. As I said, 100% of EV companies are using LS-DYNA. So that's a very big reason. It may be a repeat, but I'll just try to explain you. When I say EVs, the battery simulation in event of crash is very, very crucial. Okay, in event of crash is crucial. Another thing is, typically an EV counterpart of an IC engine vehicle is heavier by 50 to 100%. Okay, so if you just go for a data sheet for Nexon electric vehicle and a Nexon diesel or a petrol powered version, the same car looks exactly the same from side profile, front profile, left profile or rear profile. It's exactly the same vehicle for an exterior look, but weight wise it is going to be 50% to 100% more mass. And what is going to happen, guys, in event of a crash, everyone knows this. So in event of a crash, if I have a rigid wall and if a vehicle is moving at certain speeds, okay, towards the rigid wall, it is going to gain a momentum, right? And the equivalent force which is going to get, or the kinetic energy which this vehicle possesses, is half mv square. and if you have a double the mass of what you have in IC engine vehicle, the structure is going to behave in a different way, because for the same speed you will have a higher kinetic energy. Am I right? This V square may remain same because it's under regulation, but the mass is going to increase, and then you will have a massive difference in performance of the similar IC engine vehicle, because there is a huge amount of kinetic energy as an input. So remember this. This is reason number 4 which we are discussing about electric vehicle companies using LS Dyna. Okay, so battery simulation is one part where you have nail penetration. That's a simulation, that's mandatory. If a sharp object from road surface goes into the battery pack, what is going to happen? And it's a safety situation in that case, right? So you have to make sure that the simulation is already done, and then you are progressing towards the final analysis, okay, or final call for that matter. Reason number 5 is student version. Okay, that's a good thing which happened after ANSYS took over LS Dyna. So student version with limited nodes. When I say limited, it is 124,000 nodes, and which is a good count for any student to work on. So it's a free version which is available for any student to download. Okay, and you can use it on your own computer with maximum of 4 CPUs. Okay, 4 cores. So everyone knows that if you have i7, i9 processors, it has either 8 cores, that is 4 virtual, 4 physical cores. i9 it may have some 8 plus 8 or anything like that. Fine. So it is basically free version which you can use. So SAE Baha students, what they can do, they can actually use LS Dyna, okay, for their static dynamic vibration analysis in one code. So they don't have to switch to many different codes, because mesh can remain same. It can be converted from implicit to explicit without any change, and that's something which is very important. Okay, reason number 6, it is a great solution provider for defense applications. Okay, now you may think why we are discussing in SAE Baha stuff the defense applications. Guys, even if you are developing a vehicle, you can find yourself a way towards building vehicles for defense. And when you are building vehicles for defense, they are supposed to undergo either a side blast or a bullet penetration or an undermine blast. Okay, so vehicles for defense are always designed for some or the other blast or high speed impact loading. Always remember that. So if you are interested in automotive and you are now interested in defense automotive, I think this is a good way of moving forward, because Indian defense industry is making a good progress, and private players are making sure that private entities like us, even LNO, is actually serving in one way or other to defense for this explicit dynamic blast impact drop domain. Okay, so if you are interested in automotive, you can be interested in automotive for defense. So it can be tanks, it can be mine protected vehicles, it can be personnel carrier vehicles like BMPs and other stuff. Okay, so it is extremely important. And reason number 7 is very, very important. I am available for mentoring. Okay, so this is the important reason, because it's like an ocean. LS Dyna is like an ocean. You'll just get lost if you try to explore it by yourself, and if there is no guidance, you will think that, okay, whatever I'm doing, I think I'm not doing it correctly, or whatever I'm doing, I'm not getting the correct answers. Okay, so make sure that you are getting connected with me on LinkedIn. It is very simple link, bit.ly. You can simply remember bit.ly for any of my links, because I try to shorten it out and I try to give link a name. Okay, so the link is bit.ly/Nachiket Phadke. So you can directly get onto my LinkedIn profile. You can follow me there. The other way you can connect me is you can simply put an email, which is nachiket@elenoenergy.com. Okay, so bit.ly/Nachiket Phadke, and it is going to be nachiket@elenoenergy.com. You can simply put me an email and I will be reachable. Okay, so this is all for today's session. A simple topic which I wanted to cover for these students, SAE Bha students. So thanks a lot guys for watching this video. Make sure you are sharing, make sure you are subscribing, and make sure you are giving a thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't like it, just click on a dislike button and put a valuable feedback of yours. Okay, see you then guys.